Since when do you dance?
Fiona, my dearest, if there's one thing I know, it's that love is full of surprises.
Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I
Peak cinema. Just peak cinema. Alright, I meant to make this a while ago, but got preoccupied with a couple of other things, which, like I said, I've said this a couple times, I've been a huge mess this month when it comes to making YouTube videos. I'm hoping to change things up a bit next year with my videos, with me, just like, there's like a bunch of, I have a list of a bunch of videos that I've been meaning to catch up on from, like, okay, I haven't made these videos from 2020 and 2021 and this year, which frustrates the hell out of me, but still, though, I'm gonna figure out something because, like, good God, this is stressing me out. And you know what? I might as well just set this aside as I just sit down on my couch. Okay, jokes aside, no. Okay, sorry, alright, so yeah, Shrek 2, so what I only know about this movie is that everyone claims to say that Shrek 2 is the best movie in the franchise, but like one of the best sequels, as like, for example, here are some examples of best sequels: The Dark Knight, Top Gun Maverick, Avatar: The Way of Water. Still though, other examples of better sequels, sure, there are some sequels that stink, like, for example, for you guys, it would be Wonder Woman 1984, or Chasm 2, or Fantastic Beasts and Crimes Criminals. Still though, this basically Shrek 2 is one of those awesome sequels that are like, oh, the sequel is better than the first one. And I was curious to know, okay, why is it that good until we watched it, and all I gotta say is that holy clearly I've forgotten how much this movie, like, how much of this, I can't even talk correctly. Clearly, I forgot how good this movie was because, like, I remember having a blast just watching this, because just, like, in the last review, I said that I'm not, like, a huge fan of the Shrek franchise. I dig the movies, just not, like, a huge fan. Like, for example, I figured I would just dig the Avatar movies, but with Avatar 2, boom. I'm a huge fan of Avatar now. But, like, I wasn't much of a fan, like, how I'm a fan of Marvel, Star Wars, and, Harry Potter, for example. But now that I think about it, I guess maybe I am a Shrek fan. I figured I was not, but I guess I just forgot. I don't know. But basically, yeah, I guess I am a huge fan of the Shrek movies. As for the sequel, Shrek 2, yeah, it is better than the first one. Like, literally every single minute of this movie is just peak content. Especially, I Need a Hero.
Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Hit it! I need a hero!
Alright, big fella, let's crash this party! And the go! Brace yourselves! Not the gumdrop button!
Where Fairy Godmother is singing I Hear, like, literally, like, this, like, I can understand why people say this is the best sequel, because it is the best sequel in the franchise. And I did mention this in my last review. My stepmom did mention how much of a fan she is of Shrek. She dug the first two, was not a fan of the last two, and yeah, I am going to be intrigued with the third one, but let me just say this right off the bat. So, my first time viewing, yeah, I just had a blast watching, but as I wanted to rewatch it again because of how good it was, my subscription had expired for Peacock. So yeah, I couldn't be able to watch Shrek 2, so I had to look up on YouTube, and I was able to watch the full movie, just, there was like probably 30 minutes of footage that were cut out, which kind of bugged me, but hey, at least I watched it for my first viewing, that my second viewing kind of stinked, but I'm hoping to be able to fix up my subscription for Peacock so I can watch Shrek 3 tonight. Because, Puss in Boots 2 is coming out in exactly 2 days, and sadly I'm seeing it on a Friday, as it's backfired. I was originally supposed to see Puss in Boots 2 this Wednesday with my siblings, but, we're seeing a different movie on that day, and that would be Avatar: The Way of Water, which I honestly cannot wait to see it for the third time. But I will be seeing Puss in Boots 2 with my brother as he's coming to visit for Christmas, from this Thursday to New Year's. Mainly the 2nd of January of next year, but still though. And I will be covering a movie vlog for when that happens, for where we are going to watch Puss in Boots 2, because I've heard nothing but great things about Puss in Boots, and apparently IGN, I think IGN said this, I don't know, but IGN considers Puss in Boots 2 as like the Logan of the franchise, and I've seen Logan. I was not a fan of it when I saw it as a kid. Once I watch Logan, I will be sure to cover a review and see if I'll have a different opinion. And I have my reasons for why I didn't like Logan. But still though, like, I'm surprised with how many good, it's just getting so much praise. But yeah, I am trying to catch up with my review series for Shrek, but also with Harry Potter and Dire Wimpy Kid, which I still gotta make my review for Dog Days and The Long Haul. But I bet I want to finish my review series on the Harry Potter films. But with that being said, let's talk about just my quick thoughts with Shrek 2. So yeah, I of course love all the Shrek movies. Sure, even the last two that everyone claims to not like, but we shall see if I'll have different opinions, because I'm already sensing that, oh god, I'm starting to remember just things that I maybe didn't like about Shrek 3. But still though, I was curious, like, okay, what's so good about this? I mean, I know I enjoyed this too, but like, what's so good about it? Now, you could say I may have thought this was overrated, but I'm gonna disagree. I just didn't see what was so good about it until I rewatched it recently, and just, yeah, I'm honestly surprised, because just, holy like, where do I begin? I didn't even take notes for this, so, obviously, Shrek and Fiona are married, as they got married in the last one, and, they get invited they get an invite from Fiona's parents, who are living far, far away, which, far, far away is basically Hollywood, like, just, oh, this world is just ridiculous, man. Because, like, we got some fairy tale characters in here, like Cinderella, not Cinderella, Rapunzel, like, we got some just fairy tale characters that are just living the life that we are living now in modern day. Like, seriously though, it's just funny with how it is. Like, they even have a Starbucks in the movie. They have a freaking Starbucks. Well, honestly, I dig it, because it's just, I find it ridiculous, but I dig it. Obviously, the parents, well, mainly the dad, the king, is not digging, what's going on, mainly how Fiona is still an ogre, and that she's married to an ogre, but the one person that is so not on board with this is Fairy Godmother, who is the main villain of this movie, and I'm gonna say it's right in the back. She's a total like, dang, I mean, like, we expect you just like fairy godmothers. Like, for example, we would like the fairy godmother for Cinderella, but for this one, for this fairy godmother, oh no, you'll dislike her. Like, just, I can see why she's pretty much, I can see why she's one of the best villains of Dreamworks, I think, but she's obviously a better villain than the last one we got in the first one, because that guy was practically a joke. But yeah, as it turns out, it was originally planned that Prince Charming would marry Fiona, as he was supposed to rescue her from the tower, but I don't think she was aware that Lord Farquaad had, I didn't even get his name correct. You know what? I'm just gonna call him Lord Markiplier, since people have used his face for the meme E. I don't think she was aware that Lord Markiplier had hired an ogre to rescue Princess Fiona, so that way, once he marries her, he then becomes king in his kingdom, and I'm like, still questioning, so he wasn't even, what the flip, this is frustrating me! But obviously he rescued Fiona from the tower from the dragon, and sadly we don't get to see dragon in this one. That's a shame. But yeah, Prince Charming just finds a freaking werewolf just chilling on the bed, and he finds out that the Princess Fiona is already married. But yeah, it was supposed to be Prince Charming marrying Fiona, but she clearly, like I said, she's not on board with an ogre marrying Princess Fiona, and basically Princess Fiona marrying an ogre, because this is something that she keeps saying in the entire movie. Ogres don't live happily ever after! Well, guess what, lady? Who gives a I have no other reasons to go with that. Just in general, like, generally, who gives a Ogres can live happily ever after as much as they like. Like, literally, in this movie, Shrek does everything in his power to, like, okay, so in the movie, he wants to make Fiona happy, and the only way he thinks he could, be able to make her happy is if he pretty much just changed his entire image, as in, he's pretty much got to become human, and oh my god, okay, not to act gay here, but how the hell were they able to make Shrek look freaking handsome, like, god damn! I should probably bleep that out, but seriously though, like, god dang! But the best part of this entire movie is actually just seeing Shrek as a human being, but also Donkey as a horse. But like, seriously though, that's literally one of the best parts for me in this movie, just seeing Shrek as a human being. Like, I guess we never thought of what he looked like as a human. We get to see that in the second one, since we've seen what Fiona is like as a human and an ogre, but for this one, we get to see him as a freaking human being. Actually, let me rephrase that. We get to see him as a sexy, hot man human being. Okay, that's a little too much of, just because it sounds like I'm just, you all agree, right? Come on, like, look at him. No homo though, but still though. So yeah, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but so yeah, I am reviewing the Shrek movies in prep for Puss in Boots 2, along with the first Puss in Boots movie, and two things. One, I hope 3C Films, shout out 3C Films by the way, be sure to check out his YouTube channel, but I badly want him to review the Shrek movies, and I've just been waiting patiently. I was wondering if he'd maybe do it for Puss in Boots 2, but yeah, that's just not happening, I guess, and I'm wondering if he's saving it for when Shrek 5 comes out, which apparently we may be getting Shrek 5 by next year, as I've looked up 2023 movies, and apparently Shrek 5 is scheduled to come out on May 20th, 2023. Okay, so that's starting to make me think that, is Puss in Boots 2 going to be like a setup for the Shrek movie, and then the next Dreamworks movie we're going to get is Shrek 5 next year, because we got like 2 Dreamworks movies this year, which would be The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots 2, and I guess the next 2 Dreamworks movies we're going to get for next year is Shrek 5, but also Trolls 3, apparently. Apparently we're going to get a 3rd Trolls movie. I think he's mainly saying it for when Shrek 5 comes out, but if Shrek 5 is actually coming out next year, then holy shit. Well, my main point. So yeah, I'm reviewing all the Shrek movies in prep for Puss in Boots 2, because he's got a new movie's coming out this Wednesday, and in the last one he didn't pop up in the first, one, but in this one, he does! Puss in Boots makes his debut in Shrek 2, one of the best sequels in history of best sequels, but like, besides me enjoying seeing Shrek as a human being, another best part about this movie was Puss in Boots. I freaking love Puss in Boots. Besides him just trying to act all badass, he's so freaking cute when he just does those.
Let's go, Shrek! Shrek? Shrek?
Oh, come on, Donkey. Look at him in his wee little boots. You know, how many cats can wear boots? Honestly. Oh, let's keep him.
Say what? Ah.
Oh, listen, he's purring.
Oh, so now it's cute.
Oh, come on, Donkey. Lighten up.
Lighten up. Oh, I should lighten up.
Also, I'm a huge fan of cats. Like, I love cats so much. I badly want a cat. And my parents are not a fan of cats. My mom doesn't like them because they creep her out, but my dad, he hates them. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a cat one day. And I'm hoping to have a cat and a dog, and hopefully they'll get along with each other. But seriously though, I badly want a cat. But yeah, Puss in Boots is definitely one of the best parts of this movie, right off the bat. But like the final act of this movie, 2 words I got for you: peak cinema. Especially what I said earlier about Fairy Godmother saying I need a hero, because just that may become one of my. I mean, the song sounded great. I mean, the song sounded good. I just was not too much into it, but now I'm starting to get into it as I've heard it in Loki season, in one of the episodes of Loki, but also in Bullet Train and just other couple of projects I've heard. Like just sorry, that's a cough there, but seriously though, just I wasn't too much of a fan of it, but now I'm actually getting into the whole I need a hero song, and I think I played that one time in one of my videos. I don't know which video it was. Also, as a kid watching this, I thought that the dad had let his daughter drink the tea, and I'm like, oh no, she's gonna kiss the Prince Charming bag. I didn't actually say that as a kid, but just like I thought that because like I was wondering that, wait, so he kissed her, yet she didn't fall in love with him. I'm sorry, did I miss something? Now that I am a grown kid and can understand a little bit better. While I'm still learning, I then see what I missed as a kid as I understand some scenes a little bit in this movie, and yeah, I then see the part where like, oh, so he switched them. Okay, I didn't notice that when I was a kid. But seriously though, the dad took a massive W just switching the teacups because yeah, he knew that it wasn't right, that it wasn't the right thing to do to his own daughter. And he also took another W when he sacrificed himself to save Shrek from getting zapped from Fairy Godmother, which, by the way, well, probably one of the best defeats I've ever seen. And I thought it was a little dark, maybe. Yeah, at least the dad didn't die. He just turned into a frog. But apparently he dies in the next one. Ugh. But yeah, Shrek 2 is easily one of the best sequels I've seen. Like, I can now understand, as I didn't get it. Not that I was disagreeing, I just didn't get it, and you may think I thought, like I said, you may think I thought it was overrated. I would disagree, but if I had to give it a rating, it is so gonna be a 10 out of 10. Just, I can watch this as many times as I want. Like, I will watch this as many times as I want. Okay, like, this is peak cinema. It's a kids movie, and just it's peak cinema. That's all I'm gonna say. Peak cinema. Shrek 2 is peak cinema. Okay, maybe I went over the board with this video, but yeah, that's just my quick thoughts with Shrek 2. Now, I am gonna be curious with how my opinion will change with Shrek 3. I mean, I guess there's a lot to love and hate with the third one, but still, though, I'm hoping to watch that tonight, as I have my mom help me with my subscription problem with Peacock. With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this review. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below for Shrek 2. And yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be either a month review or another video I'm working on, or maybe my next review on my review series in prep for Puss in Boots 2. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.